Yo, what up, family? Ooh, what happened here? Nothing too serious because she's on the lunch break. Sorry about that. What's good, family? We are going to do an oil change. We never have a day off, man. Never have a day off. Can't even take a nap. We're about to go change our oil. Oh, I need to get that filter. We're gonna go change our oil. Let me show you guys how easy breezy it is, especially when you have the right setup. It took me like four tries of getting it right, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about when we get there. Well, first we're gonna swing by my local Walmart and pick up a bucket. I need 2 buckets, and yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it, babe. All right, guys. Alright, family, we're here. I got my oil. This is not the oil I was telling you about, the expensive stuff, but this stuff is really good. This Rotella. The stuff I was telling you about is called Valvoline Blue or something like that. It's supposed to clean up all the soot out of your engine, but I didn't have time to order any. As you can see, when I told you guys it's going to be an easy drain for me. See, my drain plug is a easy drain plug. I got it off Amazon. Yeah, so there's a little lever right there. I just click and it fills it up. And then before this bucket gets full, I just close that valve, swap out that bucket, and put a lid on it, and we're good to go. Usually these buckets fit right underneath, but I think I have like a little divot underneath me with the ground level. So I'm going to drain this oil. Now that I got my bucket set up, I already filled up 1 bucket. I forgot how to use this thing. I was pushing, there's a little pin on the other side, you can't see it. I was pushing it in this way, and I was supposed to pull it out towards me. I was trying to figure out how to do it, and as I did that, I made a little mess, but see that? And then when I'm done, I just do that. I'm gonna let this bucket fill up and keep it going, guys. This right here helps minimize the mess. I would have had no mess if I would have took the pin out the right way. You know, common sense, at least my common sense is to push the pin in and come this way, but it's pull it this way and come back. Because I guess that's a safety mechanism. So it doesn't go that way, it comes this way towards. Alright, just wanted to show you guys that. Let me finish up this oil change. Alright guys, so what we're doing here, you can see this is our oil filter. And I poked a hole at the bottom. Let me see if I can get it without getting my camera dirty. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I poked a hole at the bottom. Sorry if the camera's all weird angles. And I'm letting it drain into a pan, because if I just twist that oil thing off, oil is gonna get everywhere, and I'm trying to not make a mess. So you know, it always gets a little messy when you're doing oil and all that stuff, but I try not to make too big of a mess. Yeah, they got some paint coming off on my engine, but yeah, we're doing the oil change, baby. I need to go get an engine wash, but I'm always so afraid I'm gonna get me a new reservoir. Look how discolored that thing is. But a little, you know, a little here and there things. I know I gotta get another seal and a what do you call it? Oil pump. It's not leaking bad, but it's leaking some oil. All right, let me get back to this. All right, guys. All right, as you see, we got the old filter and the new filter here. So I believe I have to fill this up with oil. I poked a hole at the bottom of my old filter before I took it off. I let it drain into a little drain bucket over there. Gave it just a little quick turn with this right here. I have another one. I bought an extra one, but I'm gonna take this one back. Gave it just a little turn, and then I just did it with my hand. So when I put this back on, I'm gonna fill this up with oil, and then I'm gonna hand tighten it on there. All right, guys. All right, guys. We are done with the oil change. Holy moly. The hardest part of that oil change was actually changing out that filter. Taking it off was easy. Putting it on was difficult because you got oil in there and you have to put it on a certain way. Sorry, I'm trying to maneuver my way out of here without hitting anybody. So you have to cut this up. So you have to, when you put it on there, I had to crawl underneath the truck to get it leveled. And I had to wiggle it. I went left and then right, and it went on there pretty good. But when I was just putting it on and trying to twist it, you know, righty-tighty, it was not doing it for me. So, yeah. But other than that, that oil change is pretty easy, guys. Now the only thing I need to do is change my cabin filter. I have to change my fuel filter and change the water evaporator. Was it the fuel water evaporator thing? I got to change that. I got that. I have the filter, but I need to get the thing to take the filter off because everything I have is too small. It won't go around it, so I got to go either to over to International, see if they have one, or my Harbor Freight. But AutoZone here did not have one, so I gotta figure that out. Yeah, buddy. Let's get to it. Let's do it, baby. We're starting it out right. We're starting it out right. Gasoline, our fuel prices, $5.09 today. $5.09. I can't complain about that one. $5.09. It needs to get back down though. It's not nearly to where it needs to be. It needs to be down to the threes. $2.50, $3, $1.50. Come on, baby, take me back to the late 90s. But we're making it happen, guys. We are driving to Ontario today. But before we make our move to Ontario, we're going to do like, I think 6 drop-in hooks out here in Vegas. They got us working in Vegas today. Driving to Ontario. Drop it off in Ontario. Do our 10 hours. We're going to pick up in Ontario. We got like 2 drop-in hooks out there. They were coming back to Vegas. We got 2 drop-in hooks out here. We're gonna stop in Henderson, which is like right when you get into Vegas, and then we're coming back to the location where we're gonna pick up at right now and drop off an empty, and then we're done. So we're doing a 666 mile round trip, baby, full tank of fuel. We got that oil change. It looks like I need to just put a little bit more oil in there. I think I put 11 gallons. I think my oil reservoir is like close to 14 gallons. I'm just saying that because my PSI is not sitting exactly at 40. It's a little over 40. I like it to sit at 40. But yeah, so we're gonna pick this up, baby, and I'll get back to you. Let's do it. We know this stop also well, don't we, huh? Let's turn this engine off. When you're checking in, you gotta turn the engine off. When you're checking out, you don't. When you're checking in, you like to have the engine off. Is that me? It looks like you don't have to turn the engine off. Okay. Alright, looks like our trailer's not ready. They want us to park in 203. So now we gotta just watch the screen. The screen will go green. And if our trailers are ready or we're dropping off, the screen will notify us. Which is cool, I guess. This one's in my spot, man. They want us in 203, but we're gonna park in 202. There's already somebody in 203. We're gonna sit here and wait. I got here about 45 minutes early anyways. And every time I come to this location, this is one of those locations to where if it's not a transfer trailer, they're gonna have me ready 30 minutes before my departure time, which is whatever, you know. It's whatever. Alright guys. Alright, they got us ready. 30 minutes before departure time, like clockwork. Going to pick up at dock door 148. Kind of weird checking in nowadays. They got the like people don't even talk to you. They just put it up on the screen and that's it. Not at every facility, but this one and the one over by the Speedway. There's like 5 over by the Speedway, but one of them over there by the Speedway does that too. I think it's, I don't know, I kind of like that, to be honest. But we get her done. Let's see, 148. This site has no service, man. I was trying to watch YouTube. Actually, I was watching a movie, but wasn't getting any service. 6, 7, 8 is right here. Alright, we're gonna connect to this and I'll get back to you guys. check this out. Put our handy dandy gloves on. We're not going too far with this. We're going right up the street. Inside is metal. Outside's aluminum. All right, let's get to it. Let's get up out of here. Taking this bad boy 4 miles up the road. I wish one of these contracts I just did like in-town stuff, like take it from one Amazon to the next in town. That'd be cool, but I do like getting on the road, I ain't gonna lie. I think one time I was on the low board and I did see some in-town stuff. They're paying like, I think it was like $100 an hour for like 7 hours to do the yard jockey or yard hustler position. That's the only time I've ever seen that. I would like to do that one time. 7 hours for like one day. Can't beat that. There's like no service here. Holy moly. Hello, how are you doing? Sorry about that. I guess the camera's not working. He couldn't see the trailer number. I don't blame it though. I think everything's like Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi sucks here. It's kind of weird that they have everything computerized, but they don't have the Wi-Fi working. It's kind of weird. Alright guys, well, I'll get you when we stop here. Oops, forgot to get the check-in. We're gonna drop this bad boy off and come back at 8 o'clock. That's it's 5:45 now, so that's about what, 3 hours, 2 hours? So we will be back in 2 hours. Alright guys, they're cutting the seal and we're gonna go dock this bad boy. About an hour 45, 2 hours, and hopefully my load is ready, guys. So this is stop 2 of 13. We're doing 13 stops, man. 13 stops and 666 miles. It's not a good number. Alright guys, see ya. Alright guys, they got our trailer ready. We went over to the good old TA to see how much the new brakes would cost, but the TA out here by the Speedway in Vegas is not a good TA. If you break down in Vegas, I feel bad for you, because that TA is not professional at all. They didn't let me know how much the brakes would be, but they let me know how much their service fees are. It was like $300, $315 with tax, they say. Let's check this trailer out. But every time I go in there, it seems like they don't want to work, and the mechanic in there doesn't give an honest vibe, if that makes sense. So if you're gonna go to a TA out here in Vegas, go to the one that's closer to the Strip. I forgot what street it's on, but it's not the one over by the Speedway. Do not go there for maintenance if you can avoid it. I'd rather drive up to the Loves than mess with them. Sure, we're already hooked up here. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I don't know if it is or isn't. We're just doing a little test run here. So we're taking this 20 minutes down the street. I think we'll get there quicker than that. Let's check and see. Nope. We're all hooked up. Our lights are working. Let's get out of here. All right. Let's do it. All right, let's get her moving. It had us wait a little bit, but not too bad. Went and got some snacks. Don't tell the wife. She really cares about me. She cares about my health. And she does not want me eating any snacks. So I didn't get too many. I just got one bar. Ate half of it now. Probably the other half when I make it to Ontario. But we feel light. This is a light low. It feels almost empty. Sometimes when I come here, their screen is working, and sometimes it isn't. Malfunctions. The screen just let me know. It lights up green, lets me know I can get out of here. But in this case, I'm going to be on the lookout for the thumbs up. Let's see what happens. Oh, the screen's working. I don't know if you guys can see that. It just popped on. You probably can, I don't know. I can't see it. From the camera. Awesome. Alright, guys. Well, we got it going. I'll get back to you in 20 minutes. Well, we made it, family. Hopefully they have an empty ready. Last time we were here, we had to wait for them to empty out a trailer for us. It took a little bit, like an hour, but no big deal. We are a little early. Supposed to be here at 9:15, and it's like 8:30, 8:40, somewhere around there. So yeah, we're gonna see what's up. This place right here is a hit or miss. It all depends on who's working in there. Sometimes they're just like really cool, getting you in and out. And sometimes they're like, I don't want to be here right now. So you're gonna have to wait until an empty comes up. But let's see. It looks like there's an empty trailer over there, straight ahead. And there is a driver sitting there waiting, so I don't know. But we're about to get out and see. Alright, fam. Alright, let's walk in here. Look like the other delivery guys and the vans are here, picking up their load for the night or tomorrow. I don't know how that works. I don't think it'd be safe to package everything up tonight, and they're probably cleaning out their vans from deliveries. Oh look, somebody left the cutters out here instead of putting them in the back of the truck. They left them on the ground. I'm gonna pick them up and give them to this guy. Let me grab them. Must be somebody who doesn't know any better, unless they were pretty upset. Definitely have to put some more oil in there. Stop by Walmart on the way up and got another gallon. Hello, how are you doing? Hey, somebody left these on the ground over there. Yep. Do you guys have any empties ready?
Not yet.
All right.
I'm unloading. Going right now.
Okay. No rush.
I'm gonna dock you on 312.
Okay.
And then you can park in front of 309.
312, 309.
Once it turns green, you can take it.
All right. Thank you so much. 312 and 309. 312 and 309. She's nice. She wants to be here. Some people are just like, but I get it, you know. Sometimes I'm tired and done and you really can't control your emotions. We're human. Just go cut this sill, open these doors, park in our parking slip, put some oil in this bad boy while we sit there and wait. I just don't like to hear that da-da-da-da. Sound like the little not pistons, but the things that sit on top in the head. I don't like that sound. I got 4 of the 2 big 2.5 gallon things, and I don't think that's enough. I think that was like only 10. What is this? Sorry. So I think I only have like 10 gallons in there. I think I need another gallon. I think I had a quart. Stopped at the TA and I had 1 quart for a backup, and I put that in there, and that helped a little bit. But yep. All right, let's get this going. All right, guys. much. Sounds a lot better. We topped off that oil. I think I need one more gallon and I'll feel a lot more better. She's purling now. So I put 10 gallons in here in a quart yesterday when I changed. But these things take anywhere from 11 to 14 gallons. Now usually when I change my oil, this is my 4th time doing it. The first 3 times I did not change the filter. I know that's bad, but I really want to do my research because I know that it's like if I change the filter and if I change the filter on the water gas separator, and if I do it wrong, my truck won't start up. So I was always cautious and I wanted to make sure that I took my time and studied a little bit. But when I put oil in, I usually put around 11 to 12 gallons in here, maybe 13, because I always knew that there's like at least a good gallon inside that filter, and usually that's always been the case. So now that I changed that filter, I did put oil in there, but like I said, I didn't buy enough. I bought the 2.5 gallons and I bought 4 of them when I needed to buy like 5 or 6 of them. But yep, so I'm just listening to my truck. You know, I know what she usually sounds like, so if anything sounds, oh yeah, it's way better. If anything sounds, you know, off or feels off, I try to catch it right when I feel it. You know, if my gut's telling me something's not right, something's not right. Even if something is okay and my gut's telling me something's all right, I'm going with my gut. I'm going to check it, double check it, triple check it. If my gut's wrong, my gut's still right because it had me check what was going on. And that's better than just putting it off. But yeah, we're gonna ride to this next location. We're actually going where we picked up at earlier, dropping this off, picking it up, and we have, I think, one more dropping hook before we get on the highway. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, and today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about Amazon peak season. Right now it's considered Amazon peak season. If you have a box truck out there, you know, it's peak season for you as well, I believe, just because the holidays. You got Christmas and Black Friday. Black Friday and Christmas is when the peak season starts. I start doing contracts in June. That's when they became available to me. Last year I started doing it, I think, around July, and I stopped Christmas Eve. I didn't take a load. New Year I didn't take a load. Christmas I stopped last year because I thought that the well wouldn't run dry. I thought, okay, I'm gonna take Christmas off. You know, I got some reserves. I'm gonna take New Year's off because I can afford it without anything going wrong. And I'm gonna go back out after the New Year. And after the New Year, I tried to go back out, and there was no contracts for me, guys. None, zero. So I had to do some loadouts, which was rough. I took the last of what I had, and I bought a trailer. Now the trailer I bought was supposed to be a 53-foot dry van, and when I got it, it was a 48-foot dry van. Like, they had it, the sales guys, you can't trust the sales guys, not because they're trying to get over you, it's just because their job is to sell you something. They don't know really the equipment out there. They just know that this stuff is pricey and they can make a good commission off of it. So that's what I have to say about that. But yeah, the sell guy, you know, I didn't even know. I didn't know until I hooked up to it, because on the trailer it didn't have 53 foot or 48 foot stamped anywhere on the trailer. It just said Great Dane. That's about it. The year it was made, and that's that. So I didn't find out that it was a 48 foot trailer until I got to a TA, and I parked next to a 53 foot trailer, and I was like, why am I so far back? Like, I should be, like, my trailer in the back is equal with his trailer. I should be equal on the front. Like, what the heck? So I got out and I measured it, and it was not. It was a 48 footer. So I had to return that trailer. Sorry guys, I had to return that trailer, but I was planning on using that trailer to get back. So I picked it up in Chicago, and I was planning on booking some more loads from Chicago to get me back here to Vegas, so I can make some money. Cause I had pop tires. I mean, the whole experience was crazy. So what I had to do was I called them. I picked it up like on a Saturday. I didn't realize what it was until Sunday. They wasn't there. So I booked me a load coming back to Vegas. Like, you know, I booked like 3 loads. I made it back to Vegas on like Tuesday. I mean, I made it back to Vegas pretty fast. And I gave them a call and let them know, hey, this is a 48 footer. And they, first they was like, what? You know, they didn't believe me. So, you know, all the gas money, I had to make all that gas money back. I wasn't just gonna just bobtail from Chicago back home. So I had to make my gas money back. And he was like, all right, well, they're giving me a hard time. They're like, all right, well, we'll give you your money back, nothing else. Because they thought when I paid for the trailer before I even got there. So they thought when I was there picking up the trailer, I was just a guy picking up the trailer to deliver it. So they thought I paid delivery fees and all that stuff. They're like, we'll pay you, you know, your money back, nothing else. No delivery fees, no nothing. I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, you guys got to come pick up the trailer then. So they had a dealership here, a sister lot. I just dropped the trailer off at their sister lot, and I got my money back a couple of weeks after that. But that experience put me in a hole. I know I was talking about Amazon peak season, but that was my experience after peak season. So right now is peak season. Is it gonna last? Is this well always full? This Amazon well is not always full. Is the low board good? The low board good is good sometimes. I don't like doing Amazon low board because I feel it's just too cheap. But like I said, as you go along, you get more experienced, and I think I learned some stuff of what I can do when it's not peak season. And we're gonna go on that trip, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. But for right now, I'm just staying blessed and thankful that we have this opportunity to still make some money. It's not great money, it's just money paying for our, you know, keeping the business going. Last year I was able to, I had good reserves. I mean, it was, last year is the way trucking should always be. And I wasn't even getting the top dollar. I was getting second tier, third tier, and it was still pretty good because I was still learning. Brokers were still taking advantage of me, but it wasn't like this. Right now, if I was you, if you're in this trucking game, do not try to expand right now. Do not try to go out and buy another truck unless, you know, you got lucky and bought one for $2,500. That was a good truck, or $5,000. That's a good truck, and you have a place to park it and sit it until you fix it. But do not go out and spend all of your money right now. Do not spend all of your reserves. Do not touch your reserves. Do not gamble. Right now, you spend all your money that you have in your bank to try to go do something else in this trucking business. you're about to put yourself out of business. Do not, just maintain right now. We need to know our worth. Do not take no cheap freight, even though it's crazy right now. But these brokers, I don't want to blame the brokers all the time. I'm not trying to blame nobody else. Definitely not blaming myself, because my worth ethic is more than last year. But when you have somebody putting their hands in your pockets, and they don't have any assets, we are their assets, and they're cheating us like, they're hurting us. They see we out here hurting, they're just beating us with a stick, and they don't care. I have a problem with that. But right now, let's just maintain, guys. Let's maintain. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep it doing. Well, yep. That's all I got to ramble on right now about. I will get back to you when we get to the yard. Peace out. Alright, we made it. We didn't have to talk to anybody. It just came up on the screen. 292B. So I think that's pretty cool. I wish it was like that on the way out. On the way out, I think this yard doesn't have good service, so I don't know if their cameras are working on the way out or not. But on the way out, they always ask, "What's the trailer ID number? What's the last four?" Like, the camera's supposed to pick that stuff up. But it's whatever. But we made it, guys. We made it. There's a lot of Amazon trucks moving right now, man. Which I love it. When I buy stuff, especially online, I like to buy mine from Amazon. I get weird. Like, I bought this really cool watch from but I'm used to buying stuff off Amazon, so I didn't know if it was a scam or what. But it wasn't a scam. The watch came, all that good stuff. But it's just, with Amazon, I don't even sweat it. It's just, I know my package is gonna come, But it's Amazon gang. All right, guys, we're about to park this on up in here and get her going. Alright, so they got me bobtailing out. I guess the load's not ready, but what can I say? I am early. Well, I'm not gonna argue, shoot. I'll bobtail to the next one, babe. Let's get up out of here. See how it goes, guys. See how it goes. I'm gonna check you guys out when we get to our next location. Hope y'all count down the stops, man. I'm gonna have to do like a trivia or something like that. How many stops did we make? And I'm thinking about making some shirts and doing a trivia in the winter, because I can see when you guys text me, it pops up. I know it takes me a while to respond to you guys, but sometimes I'm driving, but I can see when you guys write a message down there, and I'm gonna have to take a snapshot of the first person who replies to the trivia and send you guys a shirt or something when I start making shirts. Bobtailing out. Thank you. So be on the lookout for that, guys. We're gonna start doing trivias. Count how many stops we did. Alright, guys, I'll see you on the next stop. Peace out. Yeah, buddy. So they had us bobtail out, and I went over to Walmart and got some more oil for backup, and some coolant and power steering fluid, and just stuff like that, just to have for backup on the truck, just in case. I don't know. and we had to go over and pick up an empty. That's funny, they had us drop off an empty and then go pick up an empty. So right now we have an empty, we're about to go drop it off. We're about to pick up a preloaded, and we're heading to Ontario. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys after my 10-hour, baby. Like, subscribe, leave some comments down there on what kind of stuff y'all want to see. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Just rolling trucking. What's going on, man?